Hello, welcome to my Amharic lessons video. Today is going to be the sixth lesson six, and as I mentioned it in my previous video, the fifth lesson, it is going to be about the verb to have. By the verb to have, I mean, how do you say I have in Amharic? How do you say we have, you have, they have, he, she, it has? How do you say all that in Amharic? So we'll be learning about that. Stay tuned, and that will be the first part of the lesson. The second part will be about uh, vocabulary, and the vocabulary will focus on days of the week and months of the year. Um, and I am very much happy that the number of viewers for my video has passed 1,000. So um, it's getting popular, and more people are joining. I'm very much thankful for that. Thank you, and stay tuned. We'll proceed with our lesson six, and it will be about the verb to have. The verb to have is very, very rich and intense in Amharic, and we'll keep learning that bit by bit. I'm not going to teach you all at once because that will complicate it, and to make it simple for you to learn, I will just break that into different chunks and different lessons. So today's lesson will be only about the verb to haves as we know them in English. I'm not going to go into the different meanings and different contexts because it has multitudes of meaning and multiple meanings. So I am not, as I said, I'm not going to go into that, but I just will focus on the verb to have as conjugated with the subject personal pronouns like I, you, he, she, it, we, they, um, as we know in English. So um, here it goes like you have the first. This is how you write you write them in Amharic, alphabet. A, L, Ni. So all the red part, the red letters in the Amharic words are markers of the subject. So the verb to have conjugated with um, the different subject pronouns. So the subject in English we write separately like this, but in Amharic it will be repetition or redundant to write the subject and again the verb. The verb itself, when it is conjugated according to the different, conjugated with the different subject pronouns, uh, the verbs themselves contain the subject as suffixes. So all these suffixes um, are markers of the subject uh, pronoun. So let's start. Alni. Say with me. Alni. Alni. The le will be stressed. If you unstress it, or if you say it like alain, it will be different, completely a different word. Alain. Alain. That's why I put LW here. Alain. Alain. I have. Okay. Alain. This is how you write them in Amharic. If you remember my previous lessons, um, I started with the alphabet and I focus all the time on teaching the alphabet first. And I strongly advise my learners to first study the alphabet. So learning Amharic becomes easy for them. So it's this is a, le, alle, le, stressed, ni, allen, allen. I have. And alle, allech, allech. Anta alleh. It will be, this is how you pronounce it, alleh. You have masculine, okay? Uh, in our previous lesson, I mean the lesson about the subject pronouns, I have explained that you, the English you, has three forms, actually four forms in Amharic. All of these are you. See, the first one is you masculine, and the second one is you feminine, and the third one is you plural, and the fourth one is you respect or polite. Okay, so Allah, you have masculine, Allesh, you have feminine, Allachu, Allachu, you have plural, Allo, or some people say allot, so you just can add this slash and t, allot, but that's just a minor variation between um, speakers, I mean, among speakers. So allot, and then you will say um, you have respect. Okay, you have respect. Then the next comes allen. We have allen, and we have allo, allo, allo. He, it has. Now, then let's first see the next one. Allat, allat. She, it has. So here you see he, it, and then she, it. So the pronoun it, the English it in Amharic doesn't exist. It exists as he or she. It exists as he or she. Um, so that's why we have here he slash it has. So allow can be animate pronoun or personal pronoun, or can be I mean person can be referring to person, people, I mean animals or things, uh, ideas, whatever can be represented by it in English. Okay, so allow, he has or it has, allat, she has or it has, allacho, they have, allacho. This can be, it's not allacho, maybe this is more appropriate or better to put it as this sound, a sound, allacho, allacho, a sound. Yes, like okay, sorry about that. Um, so I'll just quickly go over again, and then we'll see some example sentences, and then we'll go to our second part of today's lesson, lesson 6. Aleni, aleni. Don't pronounce it as aleni. If you say aleni, then that will be, I told you, that will be a different word. It will give you a different meaning. So it should be, that's why this is double L. Allen. Stress on the L. Allen. Allah. Here. Allah. Allash. Allachu. Allo or allot. Allen. Allo. Allat. Allacho. አለኝ I have አለህ you have masculine you masculine አለሽ you have you feminine አላችሁ you have you plural አለዎ or አለዎት you have you respect or you polite አለን we have አለዎ excuse me አለው he has or it has don't forget the English it is either a he or a she in Amharic. So we say he has or it has. So if we're referring to a masculine object or we are referring to an object identified as masculine or male, then we say it has. Or feminine, we say she has. So allat. አለው ቤቱ አራት መስኮት አለው መኪናዋ አራት በር አላት see the car has 4 doors መኪናዋ we're not referring the car or addressing the car as she the car has 4 doors መኪናዋ አራት በሮች አሏት now all of these are singular and the plural form to say like I have multiple things then the verb will also change if I'm saying I have more than one thing like if I'm saying I have 2 cars then I will say አሉኝ so that will be a next lesson next slide I will just put that on the next slide let me just take you to next slide here I'll insert a new slide right there and we'll do the plural form right here and then we'll come back to the sentences so here change the le to lu so I'll first change the English here አሉኝ it will be አሉኝ instead of አለኝ so አሉህ so nothing changed only that changed አሉሽ you see so simple አላችሁ አሏችሁ will be አሏችሁ so the u will be inserted here and it will be አሏችሁ አሉዎ you have multiple things like you have 2 cars you have ሁለት መኪናዎች አሉዎ አሉን so it will be አሉን አሉት now the u will also change that's an exception አሉት and then will be አሏት መኪናዋ አራት በሮች አሏት the car has unfortunately the English is the same you say I have 1 car I have 2 cars or 10 cars whatever I have 2 houses but in Amharic when the possession changes I mean the number of possession the number of properties or the number of things you have changes then the verb conjugation also the verb form also changes like I have 2 houses ሁለት ቤቶች አሉኝ I say I have 1 house አለኝ አንድ ቤት አለኝ I have 2 houses I say ሁለት ቤቶች አሉኝ everything will be plural like 2 ሁለት houses ቤቶች have አሉኝ so in the sentence everything will be plural like the quantifying number two, the noun house, and the verb have will be plural. So I have two houses. ሁለት ቤቶች አሉኝ. ሁለት ቤቶች አሉኝ. ሁለት is number two, and ቤቶች is houses. አሉኝ is have in its plural form. Now, in English, the have actually is considered to be the plural form of has, but basically, the deep structure is not so. It's just the singular form. I have a house. So when you use the same have when you possess one house, or when you possess two, when you own two houses. But in Amharic, the verb changes when you own one house, or possess one house, and when you possess two houses. So aluñ. So now let me come to changing the Amharic. The Amharic will be lu, aluñ, and aluñ, aluh will be all aluh, alush, aluachu. Then here it will be lua, alu. You can see the u and the a together, they will create lua. And those are, in the alphabet, they are called diqala fideloch. They are combined sounds or letters. You have le, u, a. So three sounds all together. Lua, lua, aluachu, aluot, aluot, alun. We have alun, alun. Don't forget to stress all the time. The le should be stressed. Otherwise, the same spelling changes to another word based on your pronunciation, based on how you say it. Like alun is they say it to us. Alun, alun, alun. They say it to us. But if you say alun, alun, we have more than one things. Or allo is alut. So the wu will change to t here. That's an exception. Alut. So font. Okay, just to save time, let's just keep it as it is. Aluat, luat, aluat, aluat, aluacho, aluacho. So the whole conjugation, the change is just one or two. Two things. We change it in all of the conjugations here, on all of the forms. We change it two letters. One letter into two forms. One is we change it the le to lu, the le to lu, the le to lu, or the le to la here. So 1, 2, aluacho, aluacho, aluat, aluacho, aluacho. So lu, a. The instances, let's count 1, 2, 3. In 3 instances, we use loa. That is the subject, you plural, aluacho, aluachu, aluachu, you plural. And the other instance is she, it has, aluat. And the third instance is they have, aluacho. So in these 3 instances, we change the le to loa, lua. But the rest of them, they change the le to lu. Allen will change to allu. Allu, Allah will change to allu. Maybe it may be easier for you to put both side by side. If I can, let me try. Maybe I can reduce the font a little bit, and then uh, put that side by side. Yes, I think I can do that. And then on the other side, I'll put the singular form. Um, on the other side, I will put the, let me first insert text box, insert text box, and I'll put that here and paste that. And I will reduce the font size a little bit, and yeah, it's just a few seconds until it processes. So here you have to learn just two important things. One, the verb to have in Amharic has singular and plural form. I mean, it is the verb to have form in Amharic is different when you say you have more than one things or just one thing. When you have just a house or when you have houses. Um, that's one. And the other is you don't have to use or it will be kind of repetition to use the subject because the verbs when they are conjugated they already possess the verb. I mean the subject. They already possess the subject, which means having saying "ene allen" is a repetition. Allen by itself um, is I have. So if you say "ene allen," you're just like saying I have. So look at this now. Very clear side by side. This is plural. The first side is plural. Let me just put this insert text box again. Let me just put that there. Plural, plural, and here is going to be singular. Well, the plural form when by singular and plural, I want you to understand me that singular. What is plural is the object. When the object is plural, then the verb changes to a plural form. So, like allen, I mean, I should first put the. Let me just put this way. Yes. Here you see, and the singular comes here, and the plural will go over there. That's how it should be presented. Sorry about that. So allen here will be alluin. So I have one thing, allen. I have more than one things, alluin. You see, I have, you have one thing, alleh. You have more than one thing, alluh. You have, you feminine have more one thing, allesh. You have more than one thing, or let's say one, not necessarily thing. When I say here one thing, it could be I have two brothers. So it will be hulet wondermuch alluin, or hulet wondermuch allush. You have two brothers, allush, allachu, alluachu, allo, alluot, alluo, or alluo. Okay, you have more than one brothers. Alluo, allen, allun, Um, Allo, alut, alat, alot, alot, alacho, alacho. I think this is quite clear, and I should not take more time on this because you have the Amharic word here, you have the English, how to pronounce it, the transliteration, and then you have the English meaning. So I have here is like I have one thing. Okay, let me just put here. I have one uh, one thing. Here, thing is not just thing, but could be brothers, sisters, properties like houses, cars, ideas. I have two ideas, or I have one idea. So that's why I put thing in quotation mark, in quotations. Sorry. And plural means I have more than one brother, idea, more than I mean, like more than one ideas, more than one houses, one cars, one brothers, one professions. So that's one, more than one things. Um, so that thing in quotation marks can mean anything like uh, person, ideas, persons, relationships, properties, whatever. So with this, I can leave you to study back. I mean, coming back and forth on this to this video. So I will just leave you here and go to my next lesson, which is days of the week and months of the year. So I know a little bit fast, but you can pause, you can rewind, or you can um, start again and listen. So, and you can have the reading here. It's very clear, so you can take a little while to read this. So I have one thing. You say allen, alleh, allesh, allachu, allo, or allot, allen, allo, allat, allacho. I have more than one things. Alluin, alluh, allush, alluachu, alluo, or alluot, uh, allun, allut, alluat, alluacho. Very good. Don't forget to stress the li. That's why the li is doubled here. I'm sorry, this also should be double. If there is anything that is not double, an L in here, it should be like we call this well, just to show that stress. L, l, alu, aluin, not aluin. Aluin is a different word. Alush is a different word, but alush, alush, alush. So here the points are: one, it is different when you say I have one thing and I have two things, or more than one thing. That's one. And the second is the l is stressed. The l, alain or aluin is always stressed. And the third thing will be when you change from I have one thing to I have more than one things, you change the le to lu or the le to loa. So these are the main points that you need to pay attention to. And with this, I very quickly go to the next lesson. I hope if you have questions, don't forget to write down in the comments section. The next lesson will be the vocabulary, which will be about days of the week and months of the year. Days of the week here, የሳምንቱ ቀናት. Week in Amharic is ሳምንት. So I'll put ሳምንት. If I put that somewhere. Um, Let me just bring another wet word. Um, uh, Week in Amharic is samment. Samment will be like you write in Amharic. I hope you by now you have studied the Amharic alphabet, so you can read and write in samment. That's very correct. And mens is um, mens is war. War. I don't know how you can put the maybe that's the uh, with the war. It's not war, but it's war with symbols that. Let me just get the symbols from the other lesson. Uh, Here. Okay. War. War. So in Amharic, you write verb as uh, war. Amet, which is year. Um, Year in Amet. Amet. Um, Amet. And uh, give me a second. Um, Amet, which means in Amharic, this is how you write in Amharic. Amet. It is also correct if you write like this, but that's another issue again. We will discuss that later because we have this two us with the same. We have two us uh, with the same sound. So what is day? Day. Uh, Day is kan. Kan. So I'll put that sound here in between. So it's kan. And in Amharic alphabet, you write it like ka, ka, n. Okay. So this is it. Day, kan, kan, in Amharic. Week, samment, samment. Month, war, war. Year, amet, amet. So I'm teaching you now days of the week. Yesammentu cannot. If I say days of the week, um, days of the week, then it will be yesammentu cannot. Yesammentu, we say of the week is yesammentu. Cannot is the plural form of can. Cannot or kanuch. We have two forms of pluralization. And that's again another thing. One pluralization is the Giz form, and another is the Amharic form. So because Giz and Amharic are very, very connected, we use this, I mean, they use the same alphabet, they use the same sound system, and they use the same, most probably, the same grammar because, well, most people we believe that Giz is the proto language of Amharic, the mother language of Amharic, but some researchers say no, Amharic didn't come from Giz. That I haven't researched, and I can't say for sure. But for me, Giz is the mother language of Amharic because everything is the same. We don't have any other languages in the world that use this alphabet except Giz and Amharic. This Amharic alphabet is completely the Giz alphabet. The only additions are some, well, this is, I think, irrelevant for you learners, so I don't, I stop I stop it there and come back to, I just said about the plural formation. I mean, how you pluralize, that will be another lesson, and I will teach you the giz pluralization in the Amharic pluralization when uh, when I teach the plural forms of nouns. How do you change the singular nouns to plural forms or to plural nouns? That will be a different lesson, but now I'm teaching days of the week. And how do you say days of the week? የሳምንቱ ቀናት or ቀኖች. And how do you say months of the year? Months of the year. Um, how do you say months of the year? Oh, months of the year, you will say የዓመቱ የዓመቱ ወራት. Same thing, you can also say ወሮች. So that's from the Giz የዓመቱ ወራት or የዓመቱ ወሮች. Okay, so yeah, የሳምንቱ, you see how the pattern works together? የሳምንቱ and የዓመቱ. የዓመቱ is of the year. የሳምንቱ is of the week. So የዓመቱ ወራት የሳምንቱ ቀናት. የዓመቱ ወራት የሳምንቱ ቀናት or የዓመቱ ወሮች የሳምንቱ ቀኖች. Very good. Let's go back to the vocabulary part. So days of the week የሳምንቱ ቀናት. ሰኞ ሰኞ. I'll just give you the English, the pronunciation. But here is just for your additional support. Otherwise, because I believe that you have studied the Amharic alphabet, you can read this by yourself without me giving you the pronunciation in English letters. Senyo. I am very hopeful that you can read this by yourself. Senyo as senyo, because as I said, because I believe that you have studied the alphabet. That was in lesson 1 and lesson 2. That was taught in lesson 1 and lesson 2, lesson 3. So if you haven't, please go back to those lessons and study the alphabet. Yeah, studying the alphabet helps you so much in learning Amharic, because reading and writing will be so easy when you have studied the alphabet in Amharic. The alphabet in Amharic is a very ready-made and complete sound system. Like nyo is a consonant and a vowel combination. So, but it is two sounds, nye and o. You have two sounds combined into one. So you don't have the problem of spelling or mispronouncing. But in English, it is so problematic because you have vowels that give you different sounds when they come in different words, when they are used in different contexts or in different instances. In Amharic, one sound is always the same. So it's just that easy. One sound is always one sound. It just is this me, wherever it comes, it's just me. And this r, wherever it comes, it's r. So all is, it's for that reason that I want you to study the alphabet first. Okay? But now, just to guide you more, I just can give you how you can read it in English. Nyo. I hope I have that sound. Yes. Senyo. Senyo. That is Senyo, Monday. Maksenyo. Maksenyo is Tuesday. Maksenyo is Tuesday. And Rabu, but the is not stressed. We say Rabu. Rabu, ra, let me use that sound, Rabu, 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 but I just give you this. Rabu is, the sound is there, but it's just a little bit weak sound. Rabu. Hamus, Hamus is Thursday, and Arb, 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 it's not Re, Arb, Arb. That's why, you see, I want you to study the alphabet. Now, if I give you RI, it will be Re. If I give you RE, it will be Re, Areb. You're going to read it as Areb. Or if I do like this, you're going to read it Arib. Um, if I do like this, you're going to read it Arab, Arab. So it's only when you have the exact alphabet, the Amharic alphabet, when you study the Amharic alphabet, that you get the exact sound, Arab, Arab. So just to, for now, I'll give you this one. This is just a very closest one, Arab. Kadame, I didn't write the Monday between the Monday to Saturday because he can count from Monday. The order you can follow: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, um, Thursday, Friday, and so Tuesday will just go away there. So Hamus, Arb, Kedame, Kedame, Kedame. Again, this is how it is, Kedame. And the last one is Uhud. Uhud, we start from, actually, the calendar starts from Uhud. But well, as the rest of the world, we normally use start with the week with Senyo, like Kadame and Uhud, Saturday and Sunday being like weekends. So the week starts on Monday. So this is Uhud, Uhud. So Senyo, Maksenyo, Rabu, Hamus, Arb, Kadame, Ehud. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Keep studying. It's just when you rehearse them multiple times, then you master this vocabulary. Senor, Zarek, what is the date today? The date today is Tuesday. So Zare Manno, Maxenyo Zare, Maxenyo no. We'll go that way. And maybe I feel that I'm rushing a little bit today. I will next video will also repeat this same video, same lesson. I mean, by giving you examples starting from the previous one, the verb to have. So next video, I'll go back to same lesson as today and start with verb to have. Give you some more examples. I'll take that as a revision. Give you more examples, and again more examples on days of the week and months of the year. For now, let me just quickly proceed with Yamat Warat, months of the year. Maskaram, Maskaram. Again, I will give you. Let me just make this a little bit wider. And nope, I want the other one. Yes. Okay. Okay, this way I will have space to write the pronunciation. Maskaram will be maskaram, maskaram is, and then it goes on second. The other reason why you need to study the Amharic alphabet is uh, we have sounds in Amharic that never exist uh, in English, that do not exist in English, like a k. You don't have k in English. So if I write like this, you pronounce this as tikkumt. You don't have t here again. Tikkumt is not the right way. It's just because we don't have any option that we use the like this tikkumt. Tikkumt is not the right way to pronounce tikkumt. Tikkumt. So when you master this, the alphabet, when you study the letters, then you avoid this kind of problem. You get rid of this problem and make yourself comfortable with reading and learning Amharic. ጥቅምት፣ ህዳር፣ ታህሳስ፣ ጥር፣ የካቲት፣ መጋቢት፣ ሚያዝያ፣ ግንቦት፣ ሰኔ፣ ሐምሌ፣ ነሐሴ፣ ጳጉሜ. So we have 13 months. Again, it's interesting that we have 13 months, and it's good that I have decided, and I'm telling you that I will do another video on this. So we'll have more time to explain why 13 months and how does the Amharic calendar work. I mean, what is the calendar like in Amharic? How is it different from the calendar that the West is using? I mean, the rest of the world, literally. Amharic is, well, Ethiopia is a unique ancient country because it has its own alphabet, it has its own calendar, and it is a nation, a country that was never colonized, and lots of rich and unique things. Just specific, I mean, just unique to Ethiopia. So next video, I just I just don't want to make a very long video. That's why I've been rushing a little bit. I feel that, and I just want you to enjoy all the lessons, just short, less than 50 minutes. And next, again, I will do another video on the verb to have and the days of the week and months of the year, exactly the same lesson, but in more depth and revision. With that, I would like to stop today's lesson. Thank you for coming through this far, and please comment, share, subscribe, and let me have your questions down in the comments, in the comment section. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there. See you with my next video. Thank you so much.